there are just so many insights that sprawl from this. When I look back at these old videos and I can see how I've acted back then, even if right now it's only 10% of what I did back then, of, whatever it may be, trying to get attention or being needy or whatever it may be. By becoming aware of what it used to be, I can now see the remnants of that in me. And maybe it's not a remnants, maybe it's a big thing, maybe it's still 50% or 100% of what it used to be. So that just shows you, even though you can see how much you have changed over the years, you also see what has not changed. And it's usually the overall structure of your personality and psyche and behavior. And that becomes really interesting because those persistent parts are wonderful to, quote unquote, become aware of. And awareness alone is healing. So, hey, I'm just sitting here upstairs. I just caught my camera downstairs. And I'm watching one of my old videos from high school where we were dancing. And it's so fascinating what psychological structures are revealed. Like, one of the greatest shadow work methods is just watching old videos of yourself and seeing all the conditioning and unfelt emotions. Because I don't know if you've ever had this, but when you've walked over, your past school property and much later, or you meet someone many years later that you spend a lot of time with in the past, it can be such a healing experience and an integrating one, because back then you were experiencing the person or the place or the situation from your current level of development, with your current character, with your current perspective, with your current limitations. So you had a very specific emotional relationship to the situation or person. Whereas now, a lot of that has changed. Your worldview, your belief systems, your emotion, especially when you've done a lot of healing work emotionally and have grown psychologically and cognitively, there will be a bigger perspective, a refreshed and newfound perspective on that thing when you meet it again. And that, as I said, can be incredibly healing and integrating because, for example, the things that back then were annoying or hurtful or maybe were discomfort are now no longer that. So when you come in contact with them again, those past impressions can be resolved.